You know, there's a responsibility that you have to people that are listening to you. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But if you do talk about it, there's a responsibility that you have to people that are listening to you. And I think you have to be honest.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm honest about it. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking hormone replacement. I think it's actually wise. I think it's healthier. I feel way better than I did before I was doing it. And I started doing it when I was like 37, 38. And even then, I was just taking like the cream. I was taking testosterone cream. And like right away, I was like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Like everything felt better. I don't think it's wrong. I think it's smart. But you got to be honest.
What do you think an A-list actor should do if they were asked point blank in an interview on like a movie? Like they're promoting a movie that they just did where they just peaked their physique and it's clear to the person who's can discern what's going on.
Like Thor.
Yeah, let's just say Hemsworth is in an interview.
Yeah.
What do you think he should answer when he's asked point blank? Like, did you use any enhancement?
Well, Mickey Rourke did.
Did he?
Shout out to Mickey Rourke. Yeah, when Mickey Rourke did The Wrestler, he told everybody. He's like, I think he did one of those shows, like Letterman or Colbert or something like that. And he's like, I was on a ton of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I talked a lot of stuff.
Because there's definitely an argument.
Mickey's kind of wild, though, you know?
Yeah. There's definitely an argument to be made that when you have such an impressionable and massive audience, that if you say this is what it took to get here, it very much could influence the trajectory of certain younger men who are trying to aspire to be like you. So, like, I see both sides of the coin for sure. So it's kind of an interesting scenario for some of the actors because I think just unspokenly some of these interviewers know to not ask the question.
Right.
But, like, it's just an interesting scenario in which I would wonder what the best answer is if it's just point blank yes.
Well, let me tell you a case. There was a guy who got really jacked for a superhero role, and he did a friend of mine's podcast. And he said to him before the podcast, I'll talk about anything, but do not ask me about drugs. Please don't talk to me about steroids or drugs. It was the number one thing he did not want to talk about.